Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel Quaint Cosmos. Today's topic of discussion is Chroniton Fields. Can we control time? What we know about time? We know that time seems to flow in one direction, from past to future. This is the direction of time. Means arrow of time points toward future from past. This is known to us. And in relativity we have seen that yes, time is not absolute, time is relative. It can move faster, it can move slower. Astronauts orbiting Earth have experienced slowing down of time. Time dilation they have experienced, and this was verified with atomic clocks. This is known fact. Means relativity, the theory of relativity by Einstein gives us an idea about the relativity of time. Time can be slowed down, time can be moved faster. Anyway, and time depends on what? Time depends on gravity, time depends on velocity. So these are known facts. Now, these are known to all the science students. But direction of time, that is fixed. There is no change. We cannot even imagine of changing the direction of time. This is our known concept. But here in today's video we are going to explore the idea of changing the direction of time. But for that thing, one thing is required, the concept of Chroniton Fields. So what is Chroniton Fields? You know electromagnetic fields? Photon particles form electromagnetic fields. Again, you know gluons. Gluons form what? Gluons form strong force fields. Similarly, Chroniton particles are there which form Chroniton fields. But these Chroniton particles are not real particles. These are hypothetical particles. Why hypothetical we are saying right now? Because experimentally these particles have not been verified or have not been observed. Okay, experimentally this idea comes from, this idea of Chroniton fields comes from science fiction, but at present this is being discussed under the subject heading of theoretical physics or under the subject realm of theoretical physics. And you know that once concept of antimatter, then gravitational waves, then black holes, all these things were pure speculation, but later they became real physics. Similarly, we can expect, yes, we should actually expect that right now the idea of Chroniton fields, this is purely speculative, but maybe later it would become the reality. But at present, both science fiction and under the, actually we should not consider here science fiction, we are talking about science in this video. So let's discuss this under the subject realm of theoretical physics. But keeping in mind that in theoretical physics, you know that field theory is there, quantum field theory is there, but quantum field theory is not, means quantum field theory has not included this, what? Chroniton fields or Chroniton particles. So what are actually Chroniton particles? The idea is that Chroniton particles, these are what? Quantum units of time. Chroniton particles are quantum units of time. This is the idea. And these Chroniton particles form Chroniton fields. Just like I have already mentioned the examples, gluons form strong force fields, photon particles or photons form electromagnetic fields. Similarly, Chroniton particles form Chroniton fields. And Chroniton particles are what? Those are time particles actually. Those are quantum units of time. And if this field really exists, if Chroniton fields really exist, then we could be able to change the direction of time. We could be able, this is again, I want to say the same thing, this is again idea, okay? We could be able to change the direction of time. We could easily think about different timelines. We could create time bubbles. Means inside the time bubbles, according to your requirement, you can make processes faster or slower inside that bubble, but outside that bubble, I am talking about right now time bubbles. Means if Chroniton fields exist, and if you could manipulate that Chroniton fields, in that case it would be possible to manipulate time in that way. You can make it faster, you can make it slower. Okay, and I have already mentioned that you can change the direction of flow of time. If manipulation becomes possible, but manipulation, this is the next step. First step is finding out the existence of that particle, but this has not become still possible. That's why this is still discussed under the subject heading of theoretical physics. Possibilities are there. Scientists are hopeful, they are optimistic, that's why they are discussing this subject. Okay, they are conducting their theoretical research work in this field. Okay, so, but to some extent, if you are a student of science, then you know that time is not a fixed background, or time is not cannot be considered at present at just the background stage, at just not a fixed quantity, or just not a fixed entity. Okay, because relativity has already shown us that time is not absolute, it is relative. Again, you know the existence of time mirrors. Okay, that is another concept, but still there also you would find the same thing, that time is not absolute. Time is not absolute at all. If you study that concept of time mirrors. So here also same thing. Okay, and if it becomes possible, then if scientists really find the existence of these particles, and if scientists could manipulate this field, means Chroniton fields, in that case the field of medicine, the field of physics, field of technology, field of time travel, field of communication, there would be drastic change. There would be drastic change in almost all the fields if time could be manipulated. That means if time could be controlled according to our own requirement. But challenges are there. First, finding out the existence of that particle, that is one challenge. That is the first challenge. We need to prove the existence of that particle. Next, if you talk about energy requirement, so you know a black hole contains how much energy. In the early universe, what was the energy? During the Big Bang, what is the energy scale? If you have such ideas, then that much of energy would be needed to control time, or to control the that field, that is Chroniton fields. That much of energy will be required. So at present we cannot think about those things. First of all, we need to prove the existence of that particle. And you know that in the field of theoretical physics, so many particles are there which are known as hypothetical particles. Like axion, that is also a hypothetical particle. Okay, but I have already mentioned the example that antimatter, that was a pure speculation once upon a time, but later that became the real physics. Antimatter, again gravitational waves, same thing, black holes, same thing, and so many things are also there. More things are also there, which were actually once upon a time just a speculation, but later became real physics. Similarly, we can easily say about the existence of these time fields. And what we are so much confident, because we have already seen that time is not a fixed quantity. It is not a fixed background. Time is not a fixed background. Relativity has already proven this thing. Theory of relativity. Okay. Anyway, so this was all about today's topic. So if I ask again that question in the title, you can see the question is there: can you control time? So according to our current knowledge of physics, what should be our answer? No. at present we cannot control time by using, better to say by manipulating time fields. At present we cannot control time by manipulating time fields, or better to say Chroniton fields. Okay. Anyway, so this is the answer to the question that was asked in the actually title of the video itself. Anyway, so this was all about today's topic, and this is the end of this video. If you found this video interesting, so please like, share and subscribe to our channel. This is the end. Thanks for watching.